Lorraine.
Is now joining.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And welcome to this new 25-26 school year. This meeting is held in accordance with the Freedom of Information Act. The news media has been notified, and a copy of the agenda has been made available to the public. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, we'll ask our parliamentarian to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to accept the motion for the approval of tonight's agenda.
Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion that we approve the agenda for tonight, August 12, 2025 at 6:30 p.m.
Second.
It's been moved and second that we approve the agenda for this August 12, 2025 meeting. All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. At this time, I'd move for the approval of the public hearing and board meeting minutes from June 10th, 2025.
Madam Chair, I make a motion for the approval of the public hearing and board meeting minutes on June the 10th, 2025.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we accept the minutes from the public hearing, general fund budget minutes, as well as the June 10th, 2025 minutes. All those in favor? None is opposed. Thank you so very much. At this time, we're moving on down the agenda to our awards and recognitions.
Good evening, Madam Chair Brunson, Vice Chair Peoples, board members, and Dr. Foster. It's that moment in our meeting we all look forward to, when we get to shine the spotlight on our incredible students. Tonight, we kick things off with a celebration of pure excellence, honoring the amazing achievements of our scholars at the 2025 National Beta Club Convention this summer. From across Orangeburg County School District, our students didn't just show up, they showed out, earning top honors and making their mark on the national stage. From Edisto Elementary School, first place, speech, Imani John, our published author and back-to-back national champion. Sixth place, language arts, KL Massup. Seventh place, create and animate, Adeline Ard, Aniston Murray, Sailor Judy, and Riley Patterson. Seventh place, marketing and communications, Adeline Ard, Aniston Murray, Autumn Williamson, Savannah Schuler. 7th place, Performing Arts Dance, Imani John, Logan Pope, Riley Patterson, Savannah Schuler, Braylon Simpson, Chania Johnson, and Janiyah Sweat. 8th place, Health and Physical Education, Colton Garrick. 9th place, Elementary Engineering, Colton Garrick, Braylon Folk, Joshua Myers, Cruz Schuler, and Carter West. And in 10th place, Vocalist Performing Arts, Isabella Cooper.
Family members.
Okay.
Can I please get their family members to stand as well? If you're here. Thank you. Next, from Lockett Elementary School. 4th place, Beta Serves Clubs Award. 5th place, Marketing and Communications, Kasiana Span, Sarah Kate Cottrell, and Alexandra Wolf. 9th place, Pottery, Caitlin Walters. Parents, if you can stand as well. Thank you. From St. James Gilliard Elementary School, 7th place, on-site art, painting, Kimberly Parker. Thank you. From Holly Hill Elementary School, 1st place, 5th grade ELA, Tyler Daly Sweat, national champion. 2nd place, sculpture, Terrain Lawler. Also 7th place, 5th grade math, Terrain Lawler. 7th place, 4th grade science, Emery Kubiotti. And 10th place, 4th grade math, Raymond Tang. Are the family members here as well?
Yes.
From Sheridan Elementary School, 10th place, technology, Sheridan Elementary Beta Team. Advancing from 4th to 5th grade, Desire Abraham, Jaden Furtick, Quinn Jackson, Ashton Jennings, Mason Joyner, Ian Mintz, Noel Williams, and Javar Sumter. Advancing from 5th to 6th grade, Serenity Felder, Ivy K. Green, Zaria Mintz, Jose Munez Nerio, Amir Westone, Desaria Abraham, Mackenzie Bovane, Caden McDaniel, Lydia Harley, Demaya Lawrence, Jamaria Reeves, Kaylee Smith, and Dion Wright. Those sponsors are Sophia Smith as lead, Elizabeth Johnson, Peggy Davis, Michael Ryan, and Breasia Hampton. Parents, could you stand? Join me and let's give a round of applause to all of our Beta Club winners, their sponsors, and the families who champion them every step of the way. Next, let's recognize our Skills USA National Champions. Orangeburg County School District's middle school team, comprised of Dwayne Butler, Aiden Foster, and Malachi John, secured first place, a gold medal in chapter display middle school division at the 2025 National Leadership and Skills Conference. This accomplishment is truly history-making, marked by Orangeburg County School District's first ever middle school national gold victory. We are incredibly proud and extend our gratitude to their Skills USA coach, Mr. Tracy Scoville, whose leadership helped make this historic moment possible. Please join me again in giving another round of applause for these students.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
All right, so we are here to celebrate our sports. Great job on the academics, but you know, we're also scholar athletes, and so many of them, we're going to be recognizing spring sports from our previous school year. And as they're leaving out, I just want to set this up. Many of them are dual sport athletes, triathletes, so they have volleyball happening right now, football things are happening right now, scrimmages and all of the sorts. So there might be some that won't be here for that, but we definitely still want to make sure they are recognized. All right, so starting with Bethune-Bowman Middle High School, we're going to honor our spring 2025 athletic standouts whose excellence across the board brings pride to their schools and district. From Bethune-Bowman Middle High School, softball all-region, Kennedy Graves, Shelby Hill. Those coaches for softball are Coach Graves and Coach Hook. Yeah. Boys soccer, all region, Andres Morales. Give it up, Andres Morales. Girls soccer, all region, Micaiah Johnson. Now watch this. All region champion in the 100 meter, 200 meter, lower state champion in both, all state and state runner up in both. Give it up for Micaiah Johnson.
Does she have a parent here, Mr. John? Does she have a parent?
All right, if there are parents that are here for any of those student athletes, please stand to be recognized. All right, give it up, give it up. They didn't get it from, they got it from somewhere. Thank you so much. Now for our boys track all region. Representing Bryson Robinson, we have his father, Coach Charles McCray. Give it up, give it up. Bryson Robinson is also a college commit for Northern Iowa, Community College, and he'll be leaving next week for Iowa for basketball. So give it up, and his family, if they're here, please wave your hand, be recognized. Congratulations, congratulations. And track and field coaches recognize Coach Graham and Coach McCray as well. From Branchville High School, baseball all region, Henry Phelan, Seth Shaw, Chase Lytle. Give it up for them in their absence. I told you they're dual athletes. Softball all region, Kaylee Cooper. Looper, excuse me. Kaylee Looper, but watch this. Region Player of the Year. Give it up for Kaylee Looper. And softball coach Sammy Murray. Give it up for Coach Murray. Family members, if you're here for Ms. Looper, please stand and be recognized. All right, all right. right, moving on. Boys soccer all region, Ashton Priest, Copeland Hayden, honorable mention, Noah Hayden. Give it up for them in their absence. All right, boys track all region, Ashton Priest, Javon Williams, Daniel Jennings, Zamir Young, Kason Saldano, Copeland Hayden. Give it up, give it up, give it up. And track and field coach Natron Davis is also here as well. If family members of Zamir Young are here, please stand and be recognized. Yeah. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you, thank you. Girls track, all region, Branchville, Lindsay Zorn, Tanaya Smith, and Maria Young. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Congratulations. If those family members are here, please stand and be recognized. All right, look at you. Proud, proud. Good job, congratulations. Edisto High School, we have Edisto High School here. I want to recognize them in their absence. Baseball all region, Max Dempsey, Benny Ulmer, Michael Myers. Give it up for them. Softball all state, Kamara Chavis. Give it up for Kamara Chavis. And lastly, girls track all state, Kennedy Hampton. Give it up for them, y'all. All right, here we go. Hunter Connor Tyler High School. We're grateful for those coaches, Coach Joanne Anthony from softball. We thank you for being here. Softball all region, Akira Blue, Lanesha Blue. Give it up for the Blue girls. I want to recognize Akira Blue. Again, they're dual athletes, so they're doing other things in volleyball and the sorts, but Akira Blue has signed to play basketball for Payne College, so we want to make sure she's recognized. Congratulations. Boys track all region for Hunter Connor Tyler as well. Jasir Robinson, Pierre Fogel, and Trenton Summers. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Representing Pierre Fogel. Any family members here present, in addition to the family represented, please stand and be recognized. All right, thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you. All right. I want to recognize girls track, all region, and all state from Hunter Connor Tyler as well. Eva Sapp, Haley Sapp, Akira Blue again, and Alicia Harper as well. Give it up for Haley Sapp that's here with us today. Any family members here for Haley Sapp? Yes. All right, in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. North Middle High School, again, they also sent their words where they are. Many of them have already moved on and even moved to college as well. But let's recognize baseball all region, Josiah Jackson, Stetson Stack, Michael Trey Felder. Give it up for them. Softball all region as well, Emily Agudo Santos and McKaylin Ritter. Give it up for them as well. Boys track all state, Nasiah Rhodes. Then we're going to do boys track upper state and girls track all state, Diane Hosey. Give it up for Diana Hosey. Two of those scholars have signed on for track and field. Nasiah Rhodes is with Allen University, there now, and Diane Hosey is with Francis Marion University. She's there now as well. So these students are signing to play at the collegiate level. All right, last but not least, Orangeburg Wilkinson High School. We have with us Coach Glenn Darby as present. Right now, we're going to recognize baseball, all region, Aaron Ulmer. I'd also like to mention that Aaron Ulmer has just signed with Claflin University to play baseball. Congratulations. See you. Okay, we're not going to do that. Okay. Claflin night. All right. We have with us baseball, all region, Xavier Glover, Jordan Hill, Caleb Haynes. Give it up for these student athletes. If any of these scholars' parents are with us tonight, please stand and be recognized. Family members, Thank y'all so much. You got it. All right, all right. Softball all region. Jalea Elliott, Kiesia Robinson. Give it up for those student athletes. With us, they have their coach. Coach Dora Waymer is also here as well. Thank you for being with us. Any family members of these student athletes, please stand to be recognized. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. I see you, I see you. Thank y'all for being here. Awesome, awesome. All right, boys soccer all region, and we have soccer coaches as well. Coach Daniels is with us as well. Boys soccer, we have Dondre Nash Perkins and Cavalli Hayden. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Are those family members present with us? Okay, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Girls soccer all region, Jasmine Felder, Haley Holmes. Give it up for these student athletes. And if their family members would stand to be recognized. All right, all right. Very good, very good. Thank you, thank you. Boys track all region, Mark Bell, Zion Howell, Malik Lee, Jordan Robbins, Devontae Myers. Give it up for these student athletes. Now, I'd like to share that Mark Bell has signed for track and field at Voorhees College, just moved in already. Give it up. Raise your hand, Mark. There you go. And Zion Howell has also committed to do track and field at Wofford College. So give it up for these student athletes. If any family members of these student athletes are present, please stand to be recognized. All right. All right. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all. All right. Boys track, all state. Mark Bell, come back. Thank you, Mark. And then I also like to recognize, as in addition to that, the team awards. Region 6, they were 3A champions. They were 3A district qualifiers and 6th place at the state track meet. Y'all give it up for these phenomenal student athletes. Girls track, all region and all state. Give it up for these young athletes. Rihanna Coleman, Nalasia Hagler. Give it up for these student athletes. Great job. Any family members here? These two young ladies, please stand. Already standing. Already standing. Thank y'all for being here. Listen, now that we're at the end, let's give a big round of applause, Orangeburg community, for our student athletes for the spring 2025. Stay tuned. There's more to come.
Yeah. He's the coach of the year, right? That's what it said. Coach Darby.
Okay. Coach Darby, as y'all are leaving, we just got this word. Coach Glenn Darby was also coach of the year. So let's recognize Coach Darby. Thank you, Ms. Edwards. Good job, good job.
You gotta get his picture. Otherwise, we have to take long to get that done.
Ruby, who is that standing next to you? Right up at the podium.
That's the new young lady that took PJ's place. Because Erica's not here tonight either. Remember PJ?
Yeah.
She works with the communication team. You know Charlene Myers from State. That's her daughter.
Oh, Charlotte. Okay. I bet she don't mean that much.
She probably does.
Madam Chair Brunson, Dr. Bruce Stevens, could you come down to the floor, please?
Your name?
This evening, we pause to recognize a truly historic achievement by one of our very own, Orangeburg County School District's board member, Dr. Sylvia Bruce Stevens. Dr. Bruce Stevens was recently in Baltimore, Maryland, where she was honored for reaching a rare and prestigious milestone, the 20th degree, the highest degree a woman can receive in the Distinguished Fraternal Order. This is not just an honor, it is a legacy in the making. With this achievement, Dr. Bruce Stevens becomes only the 4th woman in the entire state of South Carolina to earn the 20th degree. Let that sink in, only 4. To reach this level, Dr. Bruce Stevens has mastered all 5 houses, each one representing pillars of leadership, service, and sisterhood. The Order of the Eastern Star, the Heroines of Jericho, the Lady Knights, the Daughters of Sphinx, and the Royal House of Amaranth. Dr. Bruce Stevens, your school district family is proud of you. You are truly a trailblazer, and tonight we celebrate you. Congratulations, Dr. Bruce Stevens.
Family members.
Family members, can we get a picture up front?
Feel sorry for you tonight.
Oh, if I get involved.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, you're gonna get it tonight. That was sweet, Madam Chair.
Oh, pass it out. Welcome back.
We're ready for the superintendent's update.
Picture.
Oh, we're gonna take the picture first, okay.
Yeah. I didn't get one.
Oh, you didn't get one?
I didn't get one. No. Oh, maybe I was supposed to.
I got one, yep.
All right. Of course, you can see that our superintendent is not with us. We sent the link, but as I understand it, he's not been able to log on.
Maybe in a meeting, parent meeting.
I'd just like to say that we seem to have gotten off to a very good start, very smooth start. The superintendent, as well as some of the board members, all of the board members, visited schools the first week of school. We had no incidents reported, thank goodness. So we are hoping that this year will end as smoothly as it started. I got an opportunity the first week to visit every school in the county. And so I can say firsthand that things went well, as did some of the other board members. The superintendent is away. His daughter had to be taken to college today. So of course we know that he's a parent. And so we excuse him tonight. Moving on with curriculum and instruction, Dr. Frost.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Vice Chair in our absent, and Superintendent's absent, and board members. Updates from curriculum and instruction for this board meeting tonight. The first is an e-learning update. This is just a notification that Orangeburg County School District will continue to participate in the state's allowance of e-learning. There's no action item, just making sure where we agreed to be a part of that again this year. We're so blessed we didn't have it on the second day of school like we did last year. With the updates, we just revised the schedule of the time, the instructional day for teachers when we do have an e-learning day, just to make sure they're well averse of the time for students, their PLC time, and their school level meetings during that day. The next update from C&I, as you was on your desk when you came in, the new manuals from curriculum and instruction. The first manual is the instructional framework. We mentioned it last year, but now we have all the details from the feedback from teachers, from leaders, from instructional coaches, with feedback to make sure teachers have exactly what they need to be that effective teacher we know that they can be. So you have a copy of that manual. You also have a copy of the MTSS manual as well that our schools would use to make sure we're giving the best instruction for all of our students in Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3, and instruction and in behavior management as well. Also, you see a transformational coach manual that was placed on your desk. All of our instructional coaches, our school level instructional facilitators, reading coaches are all now transformational coach, so we can have that common language and common practice. With the needs of Orangeburg County School District, we needed to do more than just be an instructional coach. We need to transform the learning that we know our kids are capable of doing. So all of them are now transformation coaches, and we're giving them monthly training, as well as we already started with onboarding that was virtual and face-to-face. So we gave you access to those manuals with details. If you need more information, things there, you can always reach out. Also, that's new this year, we're giving the schedule at the beginning of the year when the instruction department will do learning walks in the schools. We will do it in the fall, in the winter, and then the spring will be virtual like we did this past year. But we want to give the schools and the community the schedule ahead of time on when we're doing the learning walks inside the schools. Next update, we're implementing an 80-20 assignment rule this year. This year, with all the full content areas, we have high quality instructional materials that are provided by the State Department, all aligned to the state standards. So we're making the requirement of the quality materials that we have. 80% of the grades in the instruction will be using these instructional materials themselves because they are aligned to the standards, they have the rigor that our students need, and the 20% will be the supplemental that teachers can use, but it's still gonna be vetted through their transformation coach in their building. This will make sure all of our students are provided the opportunity of high quality instruction across the board. Because sometimes we saw some things were missing the grade level alignment, but when we have this in place that you're using resources from the state and district approved, we're not gonna miss the mark by giving the students the rigorous materials at the grade level that they're supposed to be in. So that's a new update that's occurring this year. The next update from CNI, if you're aware, July 17th, we had the opening, the ribbon cutting of the sound studio in the STEM drone lab that was at Clark Middle School. Just another way that we're adding these activities to encourage our students to continue doing more in curriculum and instruction. As of that, that is my report for this month. I'll entertain any questions.
I'd just like to ask Dr. Frost, as it relates to social studies, I know we're probably integrating the social studies with ELA
Yes.
in some of the grades, but are we looking at a dedicated curriculum for social studies at any time?
So right now, the State Department have selected textbooks that's adopted for social studies, and we're using those, and, you know, of course, that we have to state, but we're finding other supplements to help with U.S. history and middle school social studies. One angle that we've taken this summer is made common assessments in that area to align all the resources that we have in the district with those common assessments in social studies.
Okay.
Madam
And I know we're trying to have continuity across the district, and this is one of the reasons that we're trying to get dedicated curriculums for the district. And so I'm sure that we have measures in place to ensure that these curriculums are being used with fidelity in each of the buildings.
That is correct. We also have gradebook audits that we started last year that we're going to continue this year. I didn't put that as an update, but that's what we're going to continue this year to make sure that every month, not month, but every grading period, there is gradebook audits that's due, that's looking for the 80-20 that we're requiring to make sure they're using the resources. And we're checking naming conventions of assignments as well. That's aligned in the gradebook.
Okay.
Madam
And that we
Chair.
have the required number of grades in the grade books
Yes.
each period. I know that's been an issue sometimes in the past, so I hope that we have measures in place to make sure that whatever the required numbers of grades that are supposed to be in the grade books are there, and that there's someone monitoring that in each of the school buildings.
Yes, ma'am. That's part of the audit as well. Because one part of the audit is counting the assignments in the different categories, and it's an 18. And then the next part is just checking the naming conventions to make sure it's aligned with the 80-20.
Okay.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair. Mr. Foster, do we have civics incorporated into the curriculum?
There is at the high school level. We do, and then there's sprinkles of it in the elementary and middle school as well.
Okay, because that was a requirement coming from the state.
Yes.
We do have it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Dr. Frost? Ms. Pelzer?
Madam Chair, Dr. Frost, based on what you saw from your learning walks last school year, is there anything you plan to do differently this year for your during your learning walks?
So as a whole, the instructional framework, going more in detail, in depth, because as you notice, it's not a 12-page document, but we started last fall with 12 pages, and now we are about 70 in, based on the feedback that we're seeing, that our teachers needed more clarity with some of the practices. So we have integrated that with this framework, and then our coaches are going to make sure we're modeling that for them as we go into learning walks.
So one more question. So are you saying that teachers, instructional teachers, are mandated or required to, I don't know, well, give instructional coaches materials and resources that they plan to use, or those instructional coaches will have access to those materials that the teachers will be using and the students will be using as well? I'm just trying to process what you said so I can understand what you're saying.
So the instructional coaches will have access to all the materials that teachers will be using.
Okay.
With our licensing, the teachers have direct access. So all our coaches will have an admin access, which sometimes will go through a demo account for them to see exactly what they're assigning to students. But then they have the overview of looking at what's being assigned digitally. And then when they meet weekly, they're discussing assessments, assignments, in their weekly meetings. So the coach still has a pulse on what's being delivered in the classroom.
Okay. So if I, as a teacher, decide to use something different from what I should be using, then what happens?
That's going to be vetted at the school level with that administrator to have discussion when the coach transitions that to the administrative level.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Frost.
Thank you.
Sound Studio?
He went through all of
Oh, I'm sorry.
it. You're down to C.
Financial services.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Madam Chair, board members, and Dr. Foster in his absence. Our financial update for the month of July. Our total revenue that we received is $5.6 million. Our expenditures are $4.8 million. Our revenue exceeded our expenditures, $847,758.99. In addition to our financial update, I would like to provide just a brief information about our bond rating. We had our bond rating in July. Our first company was Moody's, and we received an A2, which we are maintaining the rating that we had last year. And it was based on having a strong financial position, solid cash revenue. It also indicate that our local economy is growing steadily. However, the district still faces challenges like fewer students, lower local income, and raising debt. The outlook is stable, balancing its strengths with these ongoing issues. The other company that rated us is Standard & Poor's. Standard & Poor's gave us a SP1 Plus, which is SP1 Plus is the highest that we could get for a bond rating for short-term debt. And it also, the rating is backed, of course, by solid financial practices and support from the state program that guarantees payment if needed. This also reflects that the district's strong financial position and responsible debt management. Funds will support important improvement to schools across our district. This is also the rating chart, and I also provided this chart to you all last year as well. Also, for our bond, our $190 million general obligation bond, which closed on August the 13th. The company that won our bid was J.P. Morgan Securities. J.P. Morgan came in at an interest rate of 2.63. And also listed is all the other companies that bid also. Do you all have any?
Just some clarification. Back one page, when you talked about the general obligation bond and GOB, is that a new bond?
No, ma'am. This is the 190. You know, we rolled it. We rolled the band. So this is the very last time that we can roll it. So now it's rolled for the total 190. It is the same bond. This is our third time that we've rolled it. And we will be start repaying this bond in 2027.
Start doing what? Excuse me, Madam Chair. You start doing what?
Start repaying this bond in 2027.
Okay.
Yes. Are there any other questions regarding what I presented tonight? Okay, at this time, Mr. Twitty will come forward with some information regarding procurement.
Madam Chair, board members, absent of Dr. Foster, I come before you tonight to do our annual update on our diversity spending. We have a 10% requirement here in the district. Just wanted to point out what we did last year. We had a total number of POs processed, $140 million. We paid out $111.5 million of that. Our diversity spending of that was 2.7, which led us to a 3% spend on our diversity spending. Now, in that $111 million, we had construction stuff with MB Con and Thompson Turner. Those numbers came in, on the East Lake project, we had 7.8 million that was spent on diversity, vendors, that was, taken care of. We had a total of 51 million, with OW, that was spent, for diversity spending, on those two, construction projects. So that's it on the diversity spending side. Any questions on that? Okay.
Ms. Alma?
Yes, Mr. Twitty, I recall at one time you did some training on diversity training, spending. Are we still doing that?
Yes, ma'am. We skipped this year because we did a good bit of it whenever we know we were doing the 190 million bond,
Okay.
$1 million bond. We did a lot of stuff at that time. So, so next year would be when we pick that back up on starting on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good question. For the emergency procurement, we did not have any last year, for the emergency procurement. We had some sole source, different areas, different departments where we did some sole source, procurement, where I had to bid that out in Skibo. We went through the process, utilizing these, vendors. And it was a sole source service that we had to bring before the board every year, with that. Okay. Any questions on sole source?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I would like to thank you for providing us with the list of vendors.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that.
This year, again, like you did last year, I'm bringing the exemptions to you. We want to, make a couple of changes that's in your packet. And the items in red are the ones that we're asking for revision on our exemption list. This is an action item. If you see in red on, number 7, it's both sides. Just
Right.
flip it over, it's number 7. We want to add hotels to that, for exemption. That's part of our travel, which we can exempt, but I just wanted to spell out hotels, because sometimes we have some large costs, with hotels. I just wanted to add that in there as a word, so, you know, it won't be no problems with that. Also on item 12, just to point something out. When we submitted this for the board meeting, we had a request came through our system right after we had submitted the information to you all. And we added the bump armor carry cases for student devices. And we wanted to add that, and that is in your folder. We added that in your folder. We added that in there on item 12. So what we asking for is the hotel. Item 12, we asking for stadium speakers and equipment, yonder or similar phone locking pouches, clear backpacks, bump armor carry cases, and etc. And most of these items that I'm mentioning, we have to kind of, especially with the bags and the lock cases and things like that, we kind of purchase those every year. And normally have to go through a process. So if we can exempt those, that'll really help us out with expediting those for purchases. So that's what I'm asking for on the approval tonight, and hope that we can see fit to make that happen, because we do have an order waiting for the bump armor carrier cases. So that's an action item.
Are there any questions for Mr. Twitty regarding item number 7, adding the hotel to the staff development area there, and 12 with the sports?
Yes,
Items
ma'am.
added to
I have a
sports.
question.
Mrs.
How
Carter.
much are you asking for?
I'm not asking for an amount. This just items.
Items to be.
Yeah, just asking for items, this list, and it'll give me autonomy to make that
Around
decision.
about how much?
Well, are you asking about a particular one?
No, just how much in general will be coming out of the budget for this?
I don't have a clue, ma'am, because the only thing I have on the table now, I know is about $17,000 for the carrier cases. That's it. But that's not what this list is, not asking for approval for the amount. We just asking that we can kind of forego our procurement process, because anything over $10,000, I have to have 3 quotes or either posted in South Carolina Business Opportunity. If you all vote to make this an exception, I can avoid that process on items. Now, these exemptions do not apply to federal funding. So federal funding, we have to take a different route on making that happen. But this is totally for state and general fund type purchases.
That's what I was
Madam,
asking.
Okay, gotcha.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
that's sort of, you're asking for the board to give you approval to, if there's money need to be used or to be asked for, we just give you a wild card. That's like me giving my checkbook and say, sign anything you want to sign. We got to have some kind of figure in here of what kind of money we're talking about. We don't just, you're saying we got to give you approval to go ahead with it. That, to me, I can't do that because we don't know how much it could be. If you give us a limit of how far you will be going, I don't have a problem with that. But
Okay.
when you have an open book,
Madam Chair, Dr. Stevenson, it's not an open book. What we have a process. These are exemptions.
I understand that, but you're talking about money.
Okay.
So what kind of money are we looking at? How far will you go up? Will you go to 1 million? Will you be 500,000? Will you be 50,000? There gotta be some guidelines, some kind of where money will be spent and how much.
Okay, if I can go a little bit in depth, maybe I can answer your question.
Right.
We have thresholds. The threshold, anything under $10,000, we need 1 quote, we can move forward. Anything over that, we have to get quotes or bid it in South Carolina Business Opportunity. If anything, we have some thresholds in our state procurement. If it goes up, excuse me, if it goes up to 100,000, we can do a commercial off-the-shelf type thing, or we can put that in South Carolina Business Opportunity and bid that. Some of this stuff, if it's a certain amount of money, and I don't know the amount of money until we know what we need. I can't just say it's gonna be $2 million. I don't know that until, if anything is over a threshold, $100,000, $1 million, I can tell you that's coming to the board. We wouldn't.
It will come back to the board.
We would not just go on certain items. Something like that amount of money, you're gonna get information that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, you're gonna get information on that.
Thank you.
You know, you're gonna get information. Now, the procurement code give us latitude to move forward without that, but we're gonna provide you information. You know, we're not gonna move on big ticket items without some information coming to you to say, we got this. And if I misspoke on that, that's something to be cleared up, you know, by way of administration with that. But that's where we are on that. But exceptions is a statewide thing that we use in procurement. Just wanted to point that out. So I hope I can get y'all support on that.
Any other questions? Ms. Pelzer?
Okay. So I'm trying to get some clarification for me. So what you're saying is that you know you're gonna need these items or you want to get these items, but what you're saying is that you don't know how many you're gonna need and you have not researched to see what cost is. But before you do any purchasing, you're gonna come back to us. Is that what you're saying?
No, ma'am,
Okay, so that's why I'm trying to get clarification.
That's not what, the exemption give us latitude to move forward with the purchase without going through our normal procurement process
Okay,
based on state requirements.
okay,
Anything over 10,000, up to 25, anything over 20, I get 3 quotes. Anything over 25,000, I post in South Carolina Business Opportunity and have to wait on a number of days to receive the information back to know what the dollar amount will be.
okay, so let me ask you this question. If that amount, is a certain amount, would you then be obligated to come back to the board? Yes or no?
Well, it's based on what it is. If it's uniforms or something like that, being good stewards of the funds, I'm pretty sure Dr. Foster gonna want to notify the board that this is a purchase that we're gonna do. It won't be an action item, but it'll be information. And I think he's done that in the past on some big ticket stuff that we bought based on the exemptions.
Madam
You know.
Chair.
All right, thank you.
Madam Chair.
Ms.
I think let me make sure. What you've written in red was not on this list before. And you couldn't do this. But adding this in red, you'll be able to do this. But anything over the 10,000, that would be something that you'd have to go before and do that, correct? Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, anything over 10,000, I have to get quotes.
So in other words, what's in red is what you want to add to the procurement.
Add to it, yes, ma'am.
That's just this stuff for the exemption. Just the words you want to add, because that hotel wasn't in there.
It wasn't in there.
And the other one's in the red.
But in all actuality, ma'am, travel was an exemption. I just wanted to spell out hotel because we've had some big ticket hotel costs. Because when we have a large number of staff going on a trip.
And so the hotel was added because it made it a little bit more specific as opposed to just travel.
When we do it, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, if I may say, you all have already approved these exemptions. We are not changing the exemptions, we're just adding to what have already been approved. Just clarifying a few additional items.
Adding item.
Madam Chair, but you're saying you are adding to what we have approved. We approved certain things, and now you are adding to it. So if you're adding to it, then that should be approved also.
Right, so what we're doing.
And I think that's what he's trying to get done.
Right.
So when you add on, like for me, if I go buy a house and I decide I want to add something on to it, it could be more money. So therefore, when you're adding on, the board need to know you adding on, because that means we need to be finding some money from somewhere.
I'm taking just the mean under item number 12, under the sports apparel and equipment. The red only defines what those items are.
Right, we're just being more
We're not
specific.
asking for any specific financial amount or anything. Under travel, we just added hotels to clarify. And under sports apparel and equipment, you're only letting us know what that apparel and equipment is. So it has nothing to do with getting an amount of money. Am I clear?
That is correct.
That's exactly right.
Thank you. Any other questions, Ms.
No, not a question, but a comment. That was my question in red, and you might have gotten that from earlier today, but it said it would be explained tonight, and I thank you for the explanation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions for, it is, thank you. If there are no other questions, then I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair, I move to accept the requested updates to the procurement code.
Second.
It has been moved and second that we accept the requested updates to the procurement code. All those in favor? Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. Policy.
Madam Chair, Dr. Brunson, Orangeburg County School District Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Foster in his absence. Bringing to you today for first reading is the sick leave bank for long-term illness or accident. And what we're trying to do is establish a sick leave bank for Orangeburg County School District employees who work a minimum of 30 hours per week and earn sick leave. The purpose of the district sick leave bank is to provide the opportunity for paid leave for eligible employees when they are experiencing a catastrophic illness, injury, non-elective surgery, or incapacitation, but do not activate long-term disability insurance provisions. And that is for first reading this evening.
I know you've had an opportunity to read the, what the sick leave bank purpose is, definitions, and are there any questions for Mr. Holliday? And we've not had a sick bank. I know you're in the consolidated district.
Yes.
And you want to just mention what the advantage that would be for someone who actually needed some leave?
So when individuals are out on leave, they use all of their accrued leave, usually when there's a catastrophic illness or event. And with that, as you know, when you use all your days, then your pay stops. So if an individual decides to be a part of the sick leave bank, they can get up to 90 days of sick leave to help keep that pay going as they're out on leave. So,
I have a question. They gonna be added into that bank, am I correct?
yeah, you would have to give 1 day
Okay.
to be a part of the bank, and then those days are used. There's a board that looks at applications of what people are experiencing in terms of illnesses, and they get to determine if they're approved for 90 days of leave. So if we have, out of 1,600 employees, if we have 1,000 employees that want to be a part of the sick leave bank, they get 1 day, that's 1,000 days that we can use for individuals that are out on sick leave.
Any other questions for Mr. Holliday?
I just had a question.
Okay.
What did the staff, are they buying into this?
Yeah, we've had a number of individuals call and ask what we have in place because they have been out on sick leave for catastrophic things like heart attacks and things of that nature. But because nothing was in place, those individuals go home and not only are you sick, but you're not getting paid. And so that's the most important thing. So that's one less thing you have to worry about while you're out trying to get yourself better to get back to work.
And we have a lot of employees that accrue
Yes.
days that they have to lose because they can't use them. So that makes good use of days that that you've accrued and you can't do anything with them, and to share them with someone who's really in need at a particular time.
I think it's a great idea. I hope it works well for us in Orangeburg County School District. It's way overdue.
Yes, it is.
And I know there's a lot of paperwork for
Yeah,
HR.
we'll have to work through that, but we're willing to do that.
Yes, okay. All right. If there are no other questions about that, then I will entertain a motion for first reading on the sick leave bank.
Madam Chair, I move to accept the first reading of the sick bank policy.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we accept the first reading of the sick bank policy. All those in favor? Any opposed? None. Thank you so much, Mr. Holliday.
All right, thank you.
Operations.
Good evening. Madam Chair, Vice Chair, board members, Dr. Foster's absence. Congratulations, Dr. Stevens. Looks like they got you good tonight. I just want to give a few updates on the projects that we have. I'll start with OW High School. Roofing over the gym continues. The brick continues around the auditorium and the gym. We have poured the first press box around that exterior. Exterior insulation continues around the gym and the auditorium as well. The roadway stone and grading continues. Roof joists, stairs, and steel have been put into place throughout the campus. Coming up next, the exterior insulation and glazing will continue. The DLT work will begin on 601, and roofing will also begin on the next phase of this project. We spent some days out there, and it's moving along very, very fast.
Question, Madam Chair. Dr. Washington.
Yes, ma'am.
It's raining every day. Is the rain holding up that process?
No, it doesn't, because we've got roofs, some tops that cover a lot of the buildings. So as long as we've got a top on, the construction workers are able to get in on the inside and continue pushing through.
I'm wondering if the water that was there before you put the roof, is it damaging anything?
They pump it out.
Okay,
Yeah,
they
pump it out. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. And with the heat that we've had, it also helps to dry everything pretty quickly as well, too.
We had a lot of heat.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm certainly aware of that. So. Next is East Lake, the East Lake project. As you can see, the parking lot is there. It is in use. The faculty is using it, and I think a lot of the parents are enjoying it because we've had more car drop-offs than we've had before for this particular school. And it looks really nice if you haven't been out there. It is really a first-class school for our elementary students. And I have a quick, just a short little video so you can see here, you get a good picture of it as well. So the parking lot is done and the walkway. So I encourage everyone to get out there and take a look at it. It's really, really a beautiful.
Oh, we need to get up in the air.
See how pretty it looks, right?
Next, moving on to Howard Elementary School, and I'm sure you all have passed the work that's going on out there. Demolition of Area 2 and hauling off of debris continues. Clearing and grading continues as well. They have begun the water and sewer lines in the building pad. Preparation is in progress. Upcoming activities include demolition of Area 3, storm drainage, aggregate piers installation have started this week, and concrete mobilization will begin around the 25th of August, as well as some temporary power to be put in as this project continues to move forward. And those are some recent pictures of that facility there. While we're talking about Howard, I did want to make a quick announcement about the bricks, some bricks. So MBCon has secured some actual bricks from the existing building that they have cleaned off a little bit and sort of piled in an area at the school on site. And so what we would like to do, if any members of the community want to have a brick or to get a brick, they are able to go onto the site, checking in with the office first, and then getting a brick. These are actual bricks that were from the building. They're not going to have the brass plates on them, but they're bricks that were used for the facility, and the construction company has cleaned them up a little bit. That being said, there are no reservations for the bricks. They're not saving any bricks. It's going to be on a first come, first served basis. They just ask that you please check in with the front office at the contract trailer out there first for safety reasons before you get a brick. Once the bricks are gone, they're gone, and they're not coming back. So that will be the end of the bricks for Howard.
Dr. Washington.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
time, I know the site manager's there in the mobile office out on the parking lot.
Right.
What time will they be able to, because I know that's going to be a question.
They're usually there by 8 o'clock in the morning. Someone is inside the trailer.
Okay.
And they just check in and they'll have them in a place where you're not actually walking onto the construction site, but you can get a brick and put in your car and then just drive on. They just need to know for emergency and safety reasons who's, on the site at all times.
Okay.
You'll see when you pass by.
A couple of summer projects that we've done. If any of y'all have been out to Ellery, we have completely repaved the parking lot and the driveway there. We've also placed a new sign on the building and done just a few little things around that area. And that looks really sharp out there as well, too. These are a couple of other pictures as well.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
when was that picture, the paperback picture taken at Ellery?
The paperback picture.
The one, yeah, right there. This week?
Early July. Late July.
Have they been there to trim them bushes yet?
I will check on that.
Terrible.
I will check on that.
I hope ain't no snakes crawling.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll tell you.
Dr. Frost reminds me of that all the time. So, and also we have repaved the Carver Edisto Middle School parking lot and driveway as well too. Some other updates for what we've done for this summer, and that looks much better now. And then one last thing, I do have one action item in your package. You'll find the letter from Pastor Washington. There's no relation to me, but Pastor Washington and Reverend Huggins from Canaan United Methodist Church requesting to be granted the surplus bus that is located on Ellis Avenue. And this is a bus that is no longer in circulation for the district. The church wants to repair and use it for the needs that they have in their community. And there should be a letter in your packet for this particular action item as well too. And I've just received the message, I'm just gonna jump back to the bricks real quick. Everyone can take one brick from Howard.
Only one person walk in with one brick in the hand. I can't take it from my sister and my brother.
That's right.
Correct.
You gotta come get their own brick. You gotta come get your own brick.
You have to come get your own brick. But the donation of the surplus item is an action item for this evening.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Further questions for Dr. Washington? Any questions about the request for the bus?
I mean, the motion that we give the church the bus, so that they can get their senior citizen who having problems getting to church in the nighttime, out in the country park, 'cause that's a rural area.
If there are no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the donation of a surplus item, which is an out-of-circulation mini school bus to the following entity, Canaan United Methodist Church.
Second.
It has been moved that we approve the donation of a surplus item, which is an out-of-circulation mini school bus to Canaan United Methodist Church. All those in favor? None opposed. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Washington. Student Services.
Good evening, Madam Board Chair and Board of Trustees. We're delighted to be here with you all this evening. So as usual, it started last year. So this year we started once again our booster clubs. They were required to complete an application. And so we're proud to announce that we have 6 high schools that completed application for their booster club this school year. We have Bethune-Bowman Middle High School, Hunter Kiner Tyler High School, Orangeburg Wilkinson High School, Lake Marion High School, Edisto High School, and North Middle High School. we have these 6 high schools that completed Booster Club applications. And this is an action item. Do you all have any questions prior to that?
Any questions for Dr. Calloway? Calloway, I think we have the other high schools that don't have booster clubs, so that's why they're not.
Yes, exactly. Branchville High School, they do not have a booster club. They have other means to help them collect or develop or raise funds.
Okay.
Yes.
If there are no further questions for Dr. Calloway, I'll entertain a motion to accept the booster club applications.
Madam Chair, I move to accept the Booster Club applications for the 2025-2026 academic year.
Second.
It has been moved and second to accept the booster club application as they are presented for the 25-26 academic year. All those in favor? Any opposed? It looks as the motion carries. Thank you, Dr. Calloway.
Thank you all.
Mr. Holliday.
Yes, ma'am.
With the good
Again,
news.
Board
Good
Chair,
news.
Dr.
Good
Brunson,
news.
Orangeburg County School District Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Foster in his absence. Before the ladies come up and give you an update, I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the principals and department heads, as well as my directors and coordinator of recruitment and retention for the hard work in filling these vacancies. Unfortunately, we're not able to say that we are fully staffed. However, this is the least amount of vacancies that we have had to start the school year since we consolidated. And so I'm very excited about that. So again, I want to thank those principals, department heads, and my staff as well. So ladies, if you want to come on up.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Board Chair Dr. Brunson, board members, Dr. Foster in his absence, and our listening audience. I greet you with pride. This evening, the Department of Human Resources would like to update you on our district's vacancies. We would like you to know that each day is a different day in the Department of HR. Yeah, slides. I know in your packets you may have one number, but this is hot off the press, what I'm getting ready to give you.
Okay.
Our certified staff, we have 3 vacancies. Lockett Elementary is receiving an internal transfer. And to be exact, it should be 2 by the end of this week because there was a recommendation today around 4 o'clock. So there will be 2 vacancies for certified staff. Our classified staff, we have 9 vacancies in our schools and 5 vacancies in our departments. Are there any questions?
Oh, give your show a hand.
All right. This evening, or good evening again, Madam Chair, protocol has been established. We're excited that OCSD is offering sign-in bonuses as a strategic investment in recruiting high-quality educators. So this was made possible through the careful budget planning, board-approved recommendation, also the district's continued commitment to fiscal responsibility. As you know, in the past, we were able to offer bonus incentives through our partnership with Voorhees, Life 2, and EPI. But thanks to you all and the strategic planning of the finance department, we have been able to assume that responsibility totally as a district. So we are offering $1,000 for select classroom teachers, and you can see that we are offering it for a majority of all areas. Even in the past, we weren't able to offer it for CATE and related arts, but we are now able to offer that. There are some omissions, and I'll be happy to explain. We are offering these to classroom teachers, but we're not offering them to our J1 international teachers. Those teachers join us for brief period through agencies such as TPG, ITES, we have to pay a fee to those agencies to allow the teachers to be here. So that's why they are excluded from the bonuses. Also, guidance counselors, transformation coaches, administrative and non-classroom positions are excluded because we want to focus on the highest need, which are classroom teachers. So we're going to begin the disbursement process. It will be by the August 30th payroll. We'll start with the first one, and then we'll continue for anyone that may arrive later. Addition that we could not do in the past, if someone does arrive late, we will be able to provide a prorated bonus. In the past, we had to have them here by a certain time or they could not get it. But we will be able to provide prorated bonuses for staff that may start in January after student teaching. So I've already sent the list verification to principals, and then we'll be working very closely with the finance team to get those disbursements out. And the next slide shows the number that we have thus far. So once we take off the omissions, we have approximately 23, and that list is still being verified. And if new staff come aboard, they'll be added, but that's our count for now. Right? Any questions about the signing bonuses? If not, we thank you for approving that recommendation in the budget that was presented by the Finance Committee. Thank you.
Okay. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Madam Chair, I make a motion for the board to enter into executive session to discuss personnel recommendations, legal advice, and contractual matters.
Second.
It has been moved and second for the board to enter into executive session to discuss personnel recommendations to receive legal advice and contractual matters. All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you so very much. I entertain a motion to return to open session.
Second. Motion to return to open session? Second.
It has been moved and second to return to open session. All those in favor? Okay. At this time, we will entertain any item from executive session.
Madam Chair, I make a motion for the board to accept all recommendations discussed in executive session concerning personnel recommendations, legal advice, and contractual matters.
Second.
It has been moved to accept the recommendations as presented in executive session regarding personnel recommendations and separations. All those in favor? Okay. The motion carries. And I'm looking for my sheet. Our next board meeting is scheduled for September 12th? What is the date?
I think it's the 9th.
9th? September 9th. September 9th here. Are there any announcements that anyone needs to make? If not, then I'll entertain a motion for adjournment at 8:36.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting at 8:36.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we adjourn this meeting at 8:36 p.m. All those in favor? Any opposed?
I don't want to go
Thank you so very
home.
much. Yes?
I want to go home.
Well, we're going to let you stay right